Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the EPL Week 3. Our battle against Andrew Davis. Check his channel out in the description below. Everyone should know who Andrew Davis is. Makes great content. He's one of my best friends in this community. We're going to be playing him, and I think he's going to be choosing the rules. Again, I want to apologize to everyone. I'm currently getting used to my visible aligners that I just got today. And they're really bothering my teeth and my tongue, so I'm going to do my best. Maybe I'll become numb to it or something like that in this episode. We're going to be using the Sandslash from the list of Pokemon that you can select, and I'm going to show a image on the screen right now, likely right here. I can't do it. I'm trying to point in the opposite direction. Right there you go. Right there, I'm going to be putting a photo. And those are the Pokemon that we should be using this week. And we're going to be using the Sandslash. I was going to use the Empoleon, but I couldn't fit it on a team. I think the Sandslash is really, really cool. I have Rock Slide on the Sandslash. So we're going to see whether or not that actually works out for us, because I have it for the Charizard Y matchup. Let's pick Guzma right here. We're going to get right into this. I'm interested to see what Andrew is using, because if it's anything like I think it's going to use, this is going to be a great team to use. My team, that is that. That is not the team that I anticipated Andrew to bring. We both have an Amoonguss, which is really interesting, because I don't think anyone was using Amoonguss in the entire EPL up until this point, and both of us have Amoonguss, of course. So he has two mega potentials, be it that in the Gyarados and the Sceptile. A Heatran, which is also interesting. I don't know what kind of Heliolisk he's going to be using, because if it's solar power, it's going to be doing a lot of damage, but then he also has to get up Sunny Day manually, because he doesn't have an automatic Sunsetter. I have Hail on my team, and I also have Rain Dance on my team. So this is a Psychic Seed, Holacha with Wiki Berry, Tapu Lele. This is going to be Focus Sash, Ninetales with a Life Orb, Sandslash, Poisonium Z for the Tapus, which he doesn't have, of course, so I don't even think I'm going to be using Amoonguss at all in this matchup, and Mega Blastoise. I'm trying to think as to what he can lead here. Probably Life Orb on the Heliolisk. Bring in Ninetales, Sandslash in the front, Blastoise in the back. I guess I'm going to bring the Holacha. It doesn't necessarily make any sense, because I'm not going to be bringing the Tapu Lele. I don't think the Tapu Lele does much in this matchup. It's going to be hit really, really hard. Granted, I can get a Psychic Terrain, but he doesn't have a Fake Out Pokemon on his team. The Tapu Lele is mainly there for allowing Ninetales to set up the Aurora Veil, so it can't be faked out and preserve the Focus Sash. Gyarados and Heatran. Is this going to be a Dragon Dancing, Bulky Berry Gyarados? So he's going to get an Intimidate down on our Sandslash, and also the Heatran is going to be threatening, but he has to worry as to whether or not I have the Tectonic Rage on the Sandslash too. What can he do? I don't think I brought the right Pokemon either. I'm going to Romavale right here. Who can I save the Sandslash for in the back? The Sceptile, Thundurus, Heliolisk, and the Amoonguss. I'm going to bring in my Blastoise right here. I don't think he protects either Pokemon. He might even want to set up a substitute with the Heatran. Or just go for a Heat Wave. But at least I'm going to be getting up my Aurora Veil if he doubles up into the Ninetales. So let's see what he goes for. I'm going to bring in my Blastoise. Heatran's going to protect, which is awesome, because we're going to be able to go for an Encore into that the following turn, and we get up an Aurora Veil. And also, if you didn't know that, Blastoise gets access to Fake Out, but I don't have a Fake Out on this Blastoise, I just have a Safe Protect set. AC Wind. Will I actually be slower with my Ninetales? Is the thing. It breaks my Focus Sash, which is kind of annoying. Heatran is faster than my Blastoise. It's leftover Heatran, okay. Let's see. Do a little calculation right here. If I was at a tournament, I'd probably just do this manually. We should be faster than Heatran unless it's like incredibly fast. So let's try it. And then I'm gonna go for a Witter Spout right here. Let's see. I still think Ninetales should be faster than Heatran. It's gonna withdraw the Heatran. Okay. It's gonna go into the Heliolisk. Let's see if this is Dry Skin Heliolisk. But I know Andrew, I think it's going to be Solar Power Heliolisk, and if it is, it's going to be taking super effective damage against this. Yeah, Solar Power. I think takes super effective damage. It's going to protect the Gyarados, protect Icy Wind. I'm going to reveal that I do have Encore. Witter Spout. Is it Dry Skin? It's Dry Skin. Wow. Wow. All right. Okay. I think the Amoonguss actually would have been the call on this. He's also wasting out turns of Aurora Veil, which is really great on his part. Let's see how fast our 141, pretty fast. Bringing our Sand Slash right here, and then wow, Dry Skin. Why would you bring Dry Skin though? I'd imagine like that's why I wanted to bring a Blastoise with Rain Dance, because I feel like everyone that brought Heliolisk would want to do Solar Power. I'm just going to protect the Blastoise right here to scout out. We're also losing a lot of time on our Your Time. I'm going to bring out my Ninetales right here. Ninetales really isn't doing too much. Bring in Thundurus. Okay, that's fine. At least he's not getting an Icy Wind off, and I'm able to bring in my Sand Slash. And if he's going for a Hyper Voice, this will actually be non-effective against my Sand Slash. Scouting out for that Parabolic Charge, which is something that I was considering using. Wait, does it attack everyone? Oh, it does attack everyone. Wow. That was a set that I was considering using too. Alright. So I'm going to be the fastest Pokemon on the field right here. How many turns of Aurora Veil do we have left? I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. Might want to switch in his Gyarados, get an Intimidate as well. Don't want to... Honestly, the Heliolisk is the biggest problem right here. Don't necessarily want to go Icicle Crash into that. I feel like the safe... Rock Slide's so safe. I'm going to go for the Scald into the Thundurus. He's put me in a tight position. He does bring out the Heliolisk. So we're going to get a Rock Slide off into the Gyarados and the Thundurus. I was considering going for a Witter Spout right there, but the Thundurus could also go for a very powerful attack into the Charizard. Thundurus is going to protect, so he's playing really safe, trying to stall up my Aroma Veil. Another play that I was considering right there is going for a Swords Dance. Pretty good damage, but this is probably Bulky Berry set on the Gyarados. Oh, man. I'm just going to go for another Rock Slide right here. I kind of need to at this point. I'm going to bring him a Halacha. I can get a Tailwind up with my Halacha, but I kind of need to preserve my Blastoise for his Heatran. He's playing very well right now. He's playing around my Aroma Veil, and I still haven't revealed that I am Sash, because I was running Light Kite at Menthis, and he knows about that. But I think if you check the bottom screen, it also shows you how many turns of not Trick Room or Aroma Veil are up. Okay, withdraws the Thundurus. He's going to bring in Heliolisk. Okay. Getting off another Rock Slide. Maybe fearing the Ice type attack. Halacha's going to come in. Fortunately, Halacha without the Unburdened boost is going to be slower than the Heliolisk. What's the Gyarados go for? It is a bulky berry set as anticipated. Wow. So much health it recovers. Sandslash avoids, which actually isn't... I don't really care that Sandslash avoids. Aromaville wears off, okay. Protect right here. I feel like I need to let my Halacha go down. I'm going to go for the Hail Mary Tailwind. I don't think he lets me get up, but I also don't think that Parabolic Charge knocks out my Halacha, because I do have a relatively bulky Halacha. I think Lele in Game 2 is going to be the call, because it at least does a lot of, like, it does a lot of good neutral damage with Psychics. He doesn't have a terrain setter, and I can get the Unburdened boost with the Halacha and just threaten his entire team, because he doesn't also have a Trick Room component to combat that. And even if he Icy Winds me, I'll still be able to outspeed. And my Lele should be faster than his Gyarados, so I can go for a Psychic into that too. It's going to bring in a Thundurus, okay. Gonna get the Tailwind. Thunderbolt. Oh, he reads into that. Okay, goes into the Halacha. But I was sacrificing Halacha right there, so I could have went for a Rock Slide right there. But he's also in a pretty good position, so I don't think he really needs to do that. This Heliolisk is actually putting in a lot of work. I feel like all the Pokemon that are picked on the list for the week don't do any work, but Heliolisk is doing work right here. Like, my Sandslash is not doing anything. It's being neutered by Intimidate, and I feel like that's why it's one of the reasons why it's not used in VGC all too much. Granted, it got top 8 at Florida in 2017 on Emmy's team, but if with one Intimidate, you pretty much neuter the Sandslash, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm gonna go for this right there, and unfortunately, we're going to Speed Tie. But I'm going to go for the double up into the Heliolisk. I have to get rid of that. Yeah, he's going to go into Gyarados, so I'm going to be -2. So this is going to be a little bit less powerful than a neutral Icicle Crash. But hopefully this combination of moves will be able to take out the Heliolisk. And we also have the chance of flinching the Heliolisk. I think it's a 30% chance. And this Heliolisk is really annoying. That almost takes it outright. Let's see if we win the Speed Tie right here. We do not win the Speed Tie. And this is going to go into... Okay, it's going to go into the Sandslash. That's fine, because we get a free switch into our Blastoise. Get a lot of good damage off into the Gyarados. Critical hit. I'm wondering whether or not... He doesn't attack with the Thundurus, right? It can't be Scarf, so we should be able to outspeed it and get up an Aromaville. Actually, what I'm thinking we can do is we can go for a Protect right here. If only I had Fake Out on my Blastoise, I think that would be the better call. Go for a Protect, but he can go for an Icy Wind right here and protect the Thundurus. But then I can also go for a Blizzard. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Blizzard right here. Blizzard will do a lot of damage to the Thundurus, and then if it doesn't go for the attack into the Ninetales, it could potentially get up an Aromaville the next turn. Let's see. And he has the Heat Train in the back, and my Blastoise can handle that fairly well. I'm going to get off a Blizzard. Let's see if it knocks out the Thundurus. It does not. It's going to do a lot of damage to the Thundurus. Maybe it's Life Orb Thundurus because... Or no, it's Life Orb Heliolisk. Gigavolt Havoc. This is probably into the Blastoise. This is going to be perfect because the next turn what we can do is we can Blizzard and go for the Scald into the Heatran. We should be able to outspeed Heatran with our Blastoise. It's good that we confirmed that it's Gigavolt Havoc. We protected our Blastoise. If we didn't protect our Blastoise right there, we would likely lose the game outright. But now we at least have a chance because this should bring us down to about 30%. That does so much damage. Holy crap. Alright, the Hail almost takes Thundurus out, which is kind of unfortunate that it doesn't. Heatran's likely going to protect right here. And we can't Encore This is not looking good. That Gigavolt Habit just did way too much damage. No, not a room of doubts. No, I wanted to click B. Oh my god. Wanted to click Blizzard and Scold right there. Yeah, it's I don't think the Scold knocks out the Heatran, but we could have potentially got a critical hit. Oh my god, that's really, really unfortunate because we pulled that back at the end there. And I wanted to go for the Blizzard. Blizzard takes out the Thundurus. Does a good amount of chip to the Heatran. And the Scold might have put it in range for another Blizzard from my Ninetales. That is... Oh my god. Oh, this is why I hate using the touchscreen. When I'm at tournaments, I never use the touchscreen because it's too easy to misclick. And you just seen a good example of it right there. I can't say that I should have won that game. Brought it back at the end there. We brought it back really, really well. We don't have a good matchup against Andrew's team. We don't have a good matchup whatsoever. Especially with him having a Heatran and me being so weak to fire. The only thing that I really have for fire-type Pokemon is the Blastoise. And I needed to preserve the Blastoise right there, and I almost lost it to a Gigavolt Habit, but thank God I protected that turn. But without that misclick, I think I have a good chance of winning the end game right there, because my Blastoise should be able to... Well, no, the Heatran... No, oh, never mind, never mind. I don't think it mattered, because the Heatran outsped my, my Blastoise. Which is interesting, because my Blastoise is very fast. So this has to be like timid max speed Heatran, which you don't normally ever see, but it might be like that to out... What would you want to outspeed? I don't know. I don't know why you would need that much speed investment, because my Blastoise is relatively fast, right? It's like 122 speed stat. 126, yeah, so it's pretty damn fast. So I'm going to do Lele Halacha. Halacha did nothing right there other than be Death Fodder, not Death Father. I'm going to bring the Amoonguss, Blastoise. I'm not going to bring the Hail mode right here. I'm going to bring the Rain mode, which also is going to allow his Heliolisk to recover, which is kind of annoying. I really like his team. Volt Absorb Thundurus with Lightning Rod Sceptile. That is really cool. I never thought about Lightning Rod Sceptile. I was going to use Parabolic Charge. Heliolisk, it was literally on another team that was exactly like this team, but I substituted out the Sandslash for the Heliolisk. But we're going to see how well this works for us. Yeah, so that misclick at the end there didn't really matter because the Heatran out... Did the Heatran outspeed? No, we couldn't tell because, because the Thundurus went for a Thunderbolt into the Blastoise. So we could have potentially won that game. But I digress. We're going to go ahead and go with this lead right here. Alright. So we're faster with our Lele. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to LI switch right here because I feel like... No, I don't think he would have Flash Cannon. He'd probably have Heat Wave and Earth Power. I'm going to go for this Psychic right here. I don't think anything in the back wants to take that Psychic, correct? Nothing in the back wants to take that Psychic. So he's probably going to protect, but I'm still going to go for a Tailwind on the off chance that he does go for a... Hey, it doesn't protect, okay. So I don't think the Gyarados will go down, considering the fact this is a bulky berry set. But it's going to do a lot of damage. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, he goes for an Icy Wind, so we're still going to be able to outspeed the next turn because we got up our Tailwind. How much damage does the Heat Wave do? I don't think my Lele gets knocked out by a Flash Cannon either. Substitute. Okay. Can I Encore that? I don't think you can Encore through Protect. For Psychic right here. I'm gonna go for Rain Dance, and then I'll find out whether or not... I don't want to Encore into a Substitute if it doesn't work, and then him get off a bunch of damage with the Heat Wave. So I'd rather just go for a Rain Dance right here. I'm just gonna go for another Psychic into the Gyarados. Heatran's gonna Protect. Okay, probably protecting the Encore away, but I could just Encore that again the next turn. And we're gonna get off a Rain Dance and then a Psychic, and he's probably gonna bring in the Heliolisk. So we're kind of neutering his Heatran, making sure that it doesn't do a lot of damage. And the Gyarados is going to go down. Alright, great. Who does he bring in here? Lefty, Sub, likely Heat Wave, Earth Power, Protect. Yeah. I don't think, what's in Thunderous? Still think we should be able to outspeed it. How many turns of Tailwind do we have left? We have 2 more turns of Tailwind left. I think I'm just going to attack around the Heatran. Let's find out whether or not Encore actually goes through Protect. I don't think it does. Oh, it does! Wow. Woo! Nice! I didn't think it did. And this almost takes out the Thunderous. But if this goes into the Lotcha, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because we can bring in Blastoise the next turn and we have 1 more turn of Tailwinds up. He might want to switch out his Heatran after this turn too. I think this will go into the Lele. Yeah. Does this take me out though? I'm very, very bulky. Nope, doesn't take me out. And it procs my Wiki Berry. And Heatran's gonna Protect. Okay. Okie-doke. I'm going to go for a Psychic into this to see if it'll pop the Substitute. I don't think it will, but the Acrobatics will be able to take out the Thunderous. This is the last turn of Trick Room, so you could very well go for a Protect with the Thunderous. Then I could just attack and then go for a Tailwind the next turn, because the Thunderbolt won't be able to take out Mahalacha, and I'll still be faster than the Heatran. Might also still be faster than the Thunderous, even with 1 Icy Wind onto my Mahalacha, and I could just protect Tailwind. Alright, Heatran's going to Protect. It's going to be successful because it failed the previous turn. And what does he do with the Thunderous? Probably Protect. Oh, he doesn't Protect, okay. Well, it's obvious because the Heatran had protected it before the Thunderous. So we're going to be able to take that out. And Psychic. Alright, who's this last Pokemon? Took out the Gyarados, took out the Thunderous. He probably has the Heliolisk in the back. That one's going to peter out. And the good thing about Heliolisk, if he wants to go for a Parabolic Charge, he's going to have to attack into his Heatran. And I don't think Thunderbolt takes out my Lele. And if he goes for a Thunderbolt, it's probably going to be in the Halacha. Really can't risk Lele though, because I can't really hit the Heliolisk with my damn Blastoise. And I'm just going to go for a Tailwind right here. I think he attacks into the Lele. Well, this Heatran's just really getting off the successful Protect right there. I don't think this will knock out my my Halacha, but I'm still going to get off a... What? It's faster? Is that Scarf Heliolisk? I think it's Scarf Heliolisk. There's no way Heliolisk outspeeds my Halacha with 1 Icy Wind onto it. There's absolutely 0 way. Because my speed stat is... Let's check our Halacha here. I think I EV'd it to outspeed absolutely everything. Yeah, I think I EV'd it to even outspeed a Adamant Escadrille in the sand. So it's like speed stat's 282. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go for the Heat Wave right here. How many Encore turns are left on Heatran? None, so we're going to go for an Encore right there. Yep, we're going to go for an Encore into the Heatran. And then we'll be able to bring in our Blastoise after this. He's still faster! How fast can a Scarf Heliolisk be? That's insane as to how fast the Heliolisk is. And Heatran's going for Protect, okay. Bring my Blastoise right here. How fast is my Blastoise going to be, then? I think I outspeed with my Blastoise. I'm gonna Mega Evolve and go for an Ice Beam right here. This doesn't really make any sense, but I don't want the Heliolisk to outspeed and get off a lot of damage. Because the Heatran's locked into Encore for the next 2 turns at least. This Heliolisk is a huge problem. Heatran's gonna protect, it's successful, okay. So the double up doesn't make me look as stupid. Okay, we outspeed. That Icy Wind, mattering big time onto my Halacha, apparently. I'm gonna reset the Icy Wind, go into my Amoonguss, because how many turns of Encore do we have? 1 more turn of Encore. And then I can just go for a, I can just go for a Rage Powder and a Water Spout next turn, because I don't anticipate the Heat Wave to do much. So what can we start doing for Game 3? I really think the Tapu Lele Halacha stumps anything that he wants to have, because even the Sceptile being as fast as it is, it's going to be underspeeding Halacha, and I go for Acrobatics into it, and then get up another Talons. Lele just threatens a lot of damage onto his team, especially in the Psychic Terrain, because you can't switch up the Psychic Terrain, which is also really good, so I don't have to worry about playing around, him switching in like a Feeny and then me having to go for a Moonblast. So I think that's a correct lead. And we're going to Water Spout off. And that was the last turn of Encore, I believe. And then we can just go for a Rage Powder and a Water Spout. So our Tailwind peters out. He is not Encored anymore. And we're just going to go for Rage Powder, and then we're going to go for Water Spout right here. And even with the Heat Wave crit or Heat Wave chip, I still think this takes out the Heatran, or at least puts it in range for a Sculpt. Yep, so he doesn't want to reveal that he has the Heat Wave or anything like that, which is good, because there's really no way that you can climb yourself out of that. And there's no point revealing information that you don't need to reveal. So we're going to go 1-1 so far. We're going to push it to a Game 3. That game was played way better. I feel tempted to bring the Pokemon that I kind of made the team around, considering the fact that it's the EPL. I mean, it's not really all that competitive, but I don't think the Aegislash is the call on us. And I think we're going to bring the Lele and the Halacha in the front again. I'm trying to think. Do I bring the Amoonguss? The Amoonguss is really good against the Gyarados, the Thundurus, the Heliolisk. Yeah, I think I bring the Amoonguss. Yeah, I definitely bring the Amoonguss. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm actually not going to confirm it as quick as I did. As quick as I would right now. I know exactly what the Pokemon that I want to bring. But in official tournaments and against Andrew, because he's a really good player, I don't want to confirm my team right away. Because if I confirm my team right away, I basically show him that I'm going to bring the same exact Pokemon, and he can kind of play around that. Let's see. So if he leads the Heatran and the Gyarados again, I do the same exact thing that I did. If he leads the Heliolisk, I can outspeed it. I can go for a Tailwind, and he can't knock me out. Then I can go for a Psychic. The Heatran doesn't have a Steel type attack, so my Lele's looking nice against it. The Thundurus can go for a Gigavolt Havoc, but again, he takes out my Halachi, gives me a free switch into my Blastoise. I really think that's a solid lead. There's really no way for me, no reason for me not to do that. And then bring the Amoonguss in the back. Again, I'm gonna wait until he confirms his team, and then I'm gonna confirm my team. I know it sounds really, really silly, but again, I want to make him think that I am thinking thoroughly about what I could be leading against him. And if I don't confirm my team right away, he might be thinking, well, is he gonna lead the same lead? Because he looks like he's thinking about this. So I'm going to kind of play the team preview mind game right there, but we are going to lead the same exact thing. Alright, good luck to you, Andrew. We're going to push this to a game 3. Let's see what he leads this time. Maybe like Heliolisk and the Sceptile? Because a Heliolisk and the Thundurus, okay. I know exactly what he's going to go for. He's going to go for a Parabolic Charge, Gigavolt Havoc. Yep. He's going to ignore my Halacha and go for a Parabolic Charge, Gigavolt Havoc into the Lele. And we're going to go for a Talent. I mean, with him leading this, that is so obvious, because the Heliolisk will be able to outspeed the Thunder, so it'll give it its, well, Volt Absorb. No, Lightning Rod. I'm thinking Volt Absorb works the same way as Lightning Rod. That you, get the special attack boost, but you don't with Thundurus, because you just replenish your health with Volt Absorb. And he has to go for the Parabolic Charge if he wants to go for an attack into my Halacha. So we're going to get the Tailwind right here. Let's see what he does. Helios is going to go for a Thunderbolt into the Halacha. Also, it doesn't redirect attacks. It looks like he's going to go for a Gigavolt Havoc into the Tapu Lele. So it's good that we protect it right here so that we can protect that damage away. And then we'll be able to outspeed the Heliolisk, go for a Psychic into that, and then go for, I guess, maybe an Acrobatics into the Thundurus. I'm not really threatened by the Thundurus. Yeah, that doesn't do too much. Okay, great. We'll be able to outspeed that. And the Helios can't go for a Peck Attack either, and I don't think anything wants to take a Psychic in the back, maybe other than the Heatran. So I'm going to bring that in right there. I think the Thundurus will also go for an attack into the Tapu Lele and not into the Halacha, because Halacha's only attacking move is an Acrobatics, and it can't do much to either one of these Pokemon. But I kind of want to go for the double up into the Helios, guaranteeing that I'd take it out, because I don't want to miss the KO with just a Psychic into the Heliolisk, and then look stupid and then lose my Lele in this turn due to a double up. And then if he takes out the Halacha, I can get a free switch into my Blastoise. If I were Andrew, I would consider switching my Heliolisk into the Heatran, and then going for the attack into the Lele to keep the Halacha in, because the Halacha isn't doing anything against these Pokemon. He's going to go for a Discharge. Okay, so he might be giving me a free switch into my Blastoise, which he does. Great. Perfect. And Heliolisk was the one thing that I was worrying about, not being able to go for a Water Spout. Now I'm wondering as to whether or not Sceptile will be able to outspeed my Blastoise. Heatran comes in, never mind. It doesn't matter. We're gonna have one more turn of Trick Room left. I'm gonna Tailwind left after this. Yep. Not too worried about the Heatran, so I'm going to go for a Water Spout. Mega Evolution Water Spout will be able to outspeed both of these Pokemon. And I think, I mean, he would have like an Amoonguss or a Gyarados switch in the back, or potentially the Sceptile, but they're still going to be taking a lot of damage from this Water Spout. Why Water Spout Eruption are such good moves, because they base the amount of power that they do based off of the user's HP. The highest base power spread moves. So, I hope I made sense right there. 2 more turns of Tailwind left. He should honestly just double protect. If I were him, if I don't have a switch in the back, I would want to just outright double protect both of my Pokemon. He's going to bring in the Gyarados, so the Gyarados might be going down right here. Because we're going to get a Psychic off into it before the Blastoise can attack, and the Water Spout might... The Psychic might put it in range so that the Water Spout might be able to clean the Gyarados up. And I still think I'm faster with the Lele than the Gyarados. I can go for a Psychic after that. He's going to go for a Protect. Okay. Let's see how much damage this Psychic will do to the Gyarados. I think it did like half last time. Did about 60%, so I think this Water Spout should be able to take out the Gyarados unless it's incredibly bulky. Okay. It does. It brings it down the berry range, which is was definitely Andrew's plan. It's a good play on his part because then a Psychic won't be able to take out the Gyarados. I'm going to go for a Psychic right there. And then I'm going to go for another Water Spout. This will cover a potential read into the Heatran. Like, going for double protect. He's not going to get it. I thought he was going to go for double protect with the Heatran and then an Icy Wind with the Gyarados. Because then after this turn, he'd be able to outspeed me with both of his Pokemon. Alright, so that actually doesn't KO the Heatran. So he could have went for an attack with the Heatran. But I don't think anything that he could have gone for would have been able to knock out either of my Pokemon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for... I still can't... Having the Thunders at full health and back is still a huge problem. Because the Thunders can actually go for a Thunderbolt and a Lele, knock that out. But then I could go for a Water Spout. You don't want me to do that. Actually going to go for an Ally Switch. Let's pull out the Ally Switch tech. And then go for a Water Spout. Because he wants to go for a Thunderbolt into the Blastoise. And then we'll get off a Water Spout. And I should be able to take out the Thundurus. Because our Blastoise should be able to outspeed the Heatran. It looks like a bulky Leftovers set. You don't want to run like near max speed Heatran with the Leftovers. It doesn't make any sense. We're going to finally be able to reveal one of our tech moves on our Lele right here. Heatran's going to protect, so he's probably going to go for a Thunderbolt into the Blastoise. We're going to Ally Switch right here. If he goes for a Thunderbolt into the Lele, that's definitely not good. Discharge. Oh yeah, he has Discharge. That's also not good. That's not good. That's definitely not good. Are you kidding me? Water Spout. I forgot about the Discharge. Oh my goodness. This isn't good. This is really not good. I'm gonna go for the double up into Heatran. Because I don't want to get him. I don't want him to get off an attack. His play is to Thunderbolt the Lele and then go for the Earth Power into the Blastoise. That paralysis is really going to kill me right here because another Discharge wouldn't be able to take out my Tapu Lele. But a Thunderbolt might. And he wouldn't go for the Thunderbolt. Yeah, he goes for the Thunderbolt. No, into the Blastoise. Okay. Maybe anticipating a Lele Protect. That takes out the Heatran. We don't have to worry about the Heatran because we have the Amoonguss in the back. Anything that the Thundurus wants to go for is not going to be able to take out my Amoonguss. So what I'm going to do for is I'm going to reveal the Poisonium Z on my... because he can just go for a Discharge right here. So Rage Powder and an attack doesn't really make any sense. He's going to Protect. What does the Protect do? I guess scout out for a potential Z move on my part, but who carries Poisonium Z on their on their Amoonguss? That is a sick Z dance. I love that Z dance. I can't wait to use this on Road to Regionals. Amoonguss is such a good Pokemon. This Asset Downpour, I thought Andrew was going to bring his Aromatisse team. So this Poisonium Z is basically able to take out an Aromatisse with the standard Trainer Tower calculation set. Takes it out 100% of the time, and it takes out every single Tapu. Every single Tapu. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a Sludge Bomb right there. And then I'm going to go for a Moonblast because he's probably going to go for a Discharge. Yeah, he's going to go for Discharge. Shouldn't take out the Tapu Lele. Okay, doesn't take out the Tapu Lele. We get another Paralysis. So hopefully we don't get fully... Wow. Hopefully we don't get fully... You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. You get off a Sludge Bomb. That is an absolute disgrace. That is so nasty. We're going to Protect right here, preserve the spread damage because he's probably going to go for another Discharge. And then we're going to get off another Sludge Bomb. Yeah, he's going to go for another Discharge. We need to have Protect, Discharge, Thunderbolt, and maybe like HP Ice or something like that. Yeah, it's not going to do too much to the Amoonguss. We're going to be fully paralyzed, which is kind of annoying. I am not going to be able to attack with my Lele, so I'm going to go for a Double Protect right here. We don't get it, unfortunately. He's going to go for another Discharge. Come on, Amoonguss. All I need you to do is be able to get off an attack and then we win. Please, get off an attack. Yes! Amoonguss! Thank you, Amoonguss MVP. Alright, Amoonguss. Wow, that was a crazy last battle. The Paralysis on the Blastoise, the double Paralysis on the Lele and the Amoonguss. I think I would have just quit Pokemon altogether if I was going to get fully paralyzed for like 4 or 5 turns in a row with my Amoonguss right there. Anyway, good games to Andrew. We're going to win week 3 with this crazy team. Unfortunately, we brought the Ice Mode. The Ice Mode did not prevail, and we had to go without the Ice Mode and bring the other mode of the team, which is basically the Psychic Seed, Unburden, Hulacha, which gets up the Tailwinds. It can go for Encores. Now we know that we can go for Encores into Substitutes, which I didn't know. I think that's a new feature because I could have sworn that when I was running Whimsicott in 2016, I went for a Encore into a Substitute, which a Groudon had set up, and I could not Encore it because it didn't affect it. Anyway, thank you for joining me for another week of Endeavour Pokemon League. Check all the other channels out in the description. Check Andrew's channel out in the description so you can see his side of the battle. He does live battles. He does battles every single day of the week. Great content creator, one of my best friends in this community. Check him out and have a great New Year's Eve, everyone. Enjoy your day, enjoy your New Year's, and have a happy and healthy New Year's. I'm going to catch you all guys later. Hopefully my braces do well throughout the week. I'm probably going to be using this team on Road to Regionals. Anyway, let's have some fun. Peace.